Hello, Andy. Very good evening. Hope everyone are happy, enjoying life, and of course, little stressful about studies. Hmm. So the purpose of today's session that we are having is like if you take our group 1 and group 2 crash batches right now which are going on, we have completed accounts 1 full syllabus, accounts 2 also full syllabus has been completed. Financial management is also about to complete. Within another 3-4 days it will complete. Strategic management will complete in another few days. And major chunk, especially accounting standards were accounting is completed. Accounts 1 as well as accounts 2, which is generally which takes lots of time, that was completed first and foremost. So then the syllabus which is left pending is income tax and GST. Taxation in group 1, company law in group 1, allied laws is completed. And we also have costing little bit syllabus which is pending, but I'm assuring it will be completed definitely by 30th September. And then coming to group 2, FM is completed, strategic management is about to complete, accounts is completed, almost 200 marks is fully completed. Coming to auditing, almost 3/4 syllabus has been completed. In auditing, 3/4 syllabus is completed. And then EAS and economics for finance, of course, same 3/4 almost were completed. So I think by end of this month, we will successfully finish the syllabus without making it hurry up. We didn't run behind it. We just went in our own schedule. For most of the subjects, we just went in our own schedule. And luckily, it was completed because of our Sunday classes, all that. Though in between some classes were cancelled, but we were able to complete it on time, which is a very big achievement for us, first thing. Now, coming to the question, tomorrow schedule, I just sent you tomorrow schedule. I'll just share the screen here itself right now. I'll just share it. So if you look at tomorrow's schedule, this is group 1 schedule, which we kept for 6.5 hours. And there is so much of time which is freely available for you, hardly 6.5 hours. And group 2, if you take, that is also for 6.5 hours. So much of time freely available. So I want all of you to be very, very conservative in using the time. These 10 days, tomorrow September 21st, by the way, I would like to tell you one more point. I recently made a video, yesterday I made a video on how to use this 35-40 days gap. I don't know how many of you have exactly watched it. You can reply me in the chat box also. By the way, whatever doubts you have, you can reply me in the chat box. Okay, I opened the chat box and kept. You can reply me whatever doubts you have. So I will be clarifying that thing also. So I did a video that if at all you are now having actually those who are writing group 1 alone, you are having 35 days time. It's not even 35, it's actually 42 days, but I'm eliminating 7 days for festivals, Sundays, all that, keeping 35 days. Assuming you're studying 12 hours a day, you are having 420 hours, which is plenty of time, plenty enough that you can clear single group even till today if you have not yet started preparation. Coming to group 2. Group 2 exams will start from November 2nd week, probably, which means you're having 7-8 days additional time compared to group 1. You're having on an average 80 to 100 hours additional time when you're compared with group 1. Even if a student starts afresh the preparation, he can successfully complete group 2 because the time available is more than 420 hours. You see, our institute itself, we give coaching within 450-60 hours. Hardly 460, 470 hours we are giving. Such a slowly detailed manner, especially if you look at auditing, ITSM, economics, everything, blind balance reading, all that. And you now aware of what is there in the subject. Now to revise it and study once again, it don't even take 300 hours, but you are having enough time in your hand. Still, result is within your hand. Only thing you have to believe it. The result is within your hand. So now how we have to make use of the time available. Next 10 days, our schedule is going to be daily classes will be for 5 to 6 hours. In between classes, you will be having breaks. Suppose if you take group 2, morning it will start only from 9:30. As Maninder sir will take from 9:30. If possible, I will make it little earlier. I will try for 2 to 3 days, just give me time. I will make sure entire schedule will come within half slot. I will make sure. I'll try my best to make sure it will come within 1/2 slot, either afternoon or in the morning. I'll try my best. I'm not promising. I'll try my best because no, it depends on other faculties' commitments. All that. If possible, I'll make it so that the next half day, the remaining half day, will be completely you can deploy for studies. Even if it is not possible, whenever you get time, start reading. Immediately next class, if it is there, you can attend. That is that this difficulty will be there only for the next 1 week. Later on, it won't be there. From October 1st onwards, you will have full-fledged time for you. And one more thing, for our students, we promised that our LMR batches, whatever that we are recording, we will give you. But wait until we complete the syllabus. Until we complete the syllabus, please wait. Okay. And moreover, of course, LMRs also should complete. So once LMRs are complete and syllabus is complete, you have to, those who are in need, I don't want to directly post it. Whoever in need, kindly send me your mail ID and which subjects you want, which subjects you're paid for, which subjects, I mean, those subjects only we will give you free LMR. Whatever we have done LMR, those subjects we will give you at free of cost. So you just give me the mail, I will give you Google access. So you can first watch that class before you start preparation from October 1st. So that is one assurance which I am giving. Second one, all of you, please don't waste time now onwards. Until now, whatever you did, Gatam Gadha, past is past. Getting it? Forget about what you did till today. You may have lots of regrets. That doesn't matter. From tomorrow, your actual work will start, should start. From tomorrow morning, whenever you get a time, start reading. And if you just before you proceed, just watch the 18 minutes video which I made. I posted in our YouTube channel, Shrestha channel, and also I posted in all the groups every time continuously. You watch that once and make your schedule adaptable to it because you're attending for classes also next 1 week. So make sure you don't read 10 to 12 hours a day, but you read at least 5 hours. You're having 6.5 hours only classes. Another 5-6 hours you can study happily. So make plan, schedule like that. You just watch that video, you'll get better clarity and how to plan this classes and this one for the next 1 week. This is where you have to be very strategic. Okay. See, whatever the level of efficiency and effectiveness with which we give coaching, our coaching, I strongly believe, can only give you 10 to 20% confidence. Ultimately, your success is determined based on your efforts. There are people who qualified even without coaching in first attempt by preparing on their own. Example me, and I have some other examples also. There are people who has taken excellent coaching, 2-3 times coaching, still failed multiple times. Coaching plays only 10% impact on you. But even we should be correct enough to give you right guidance. Whenever you take coaching, you should get the right and best guidance. You cannot have a wrong guidance. So that's why choosing a coaching institute is also very, very important. Right now I said what I said right now is coaching is not that impactful. That's what I'm saying. Then you may ask me a question, sir, then why you are giving coaching? Right way of coaching is what very important. That will give you 20-30% and give you guidance for achieving 80% success. But work has to be done by you, not by me or not by the institute. You have to work on it. I'll tell you, I popularly believe this one statement. Be positive about your examination. Be positive about your result. Ignore the result. Give it to the God. Leave it to the God. You work. Positive thinking will definitely, may not guarantee you success, but it will definitely make you travel towards success. But negative thinking will guarantee a failure. If you think negatively, you will fail. No doubt about it. You have plenty of time. See, first you have plenty of time. You have all the resources. Only thing that the required third contributing factor is your efforts. I'm not asking you to study day and night. You see the video, you will get immense confidence. Like you need not sacrifice on sleep. You need not sacrifice on your enjoyment. Nothing. I strongly believe you have to study happily. You have to study joyful. Okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you all. Of course, I'm recording this. I'll play that. I will post it in our group itself, our official group itself. So don't waste time from tomorrow. So at least this 40 days, if you spend properly and wisely, I'm telling you, you will definitely crack one group. I may not guarantee both, but one group you will definitely crack. Choice is yours. Whether you want to choose one group, first group or second group, the choice is absolutely yours. Okay, now let us have some doubts session. Like what are the problems that the students are facing? Like who are having problems? I'll read. So whoever is having problem, please text it in the chat box. You can speak out. If you tell me what is the problem that you have, what is the doubt you have towards preparation, I can clarify you. Kindly fast. We will conclude the session fast. First, please tell your problem. Don't worry. Whatever the time I'm there here. All of you, kindly participate in the chat box. Kindly raise what are the queries you have. Once he is asking while preparing, we are getting doubts. Okay, you can ask us, no? That's the reason why we have Telegram groups, no? That's the reason why we have Telegram groups. We will keep the group until your exams are completed. Don't worry. We will continue the groups. Even if we discontinue the group, we have a public group, no? Which will be there forever. You can be there in that and you can ask us doubts. See, we are clarifying doubts very instantly for outsiders itself. Why can't we clarify our students, obviously? Preparing for theory is somewhat running slow. Please suggest any way to it. See, there is a reading style. Rupesh, I will tell you, there is a reading style. Theory, why many feel difficulties? Because they read it in an inappropriate way. Many read it in an inappropriate way. Bhargav, you are asking about schedule for preparation. I will clarify you on that later. Okay. There is a way to read and understand theory subjects. I'll take an example. Suppose I will select the subject which I don't know. Okay. So that I can give you a better example. Suppose this is the strategic management first chapter. Okay. This is strategic management first chapter. So how should we prepare this? How should I prepare? If at all, if it is me, how will I read this theory? They are asking why write a short note on business policy. 2 minutes, hardly takes 2 minutes to crack this entire. Okay, I'm teaching you now the learning technique. Write a short note on business policy is the question. Okay, write a short note on business policy is the question. So what are they saying in the answer? So first of all, what is the question? What is meant by business policy? So policy means some rules and regulations. Policy means some rules and regulations or some process which I have to follow relating to business. So they're asking me to write some policy about business policy. I mean, a short note on business policy. So business policy is a set of rules for functions and responsibility of management towards those functions. Business policy, suppose I'm having a policy, you go to a supermarket. So there is no credit policy. There is a board called no credit policy. Example. So no credit policy is a policy which everybody has to follow. Nobody should give credit to outsiders. So that everyone has to follow. Management has the responsibility to follow that function, to follow that rule. And that document, policy document is called as business policy. So nothing but business policy defines the scope within which the decisions can be taken in an organization. I will give my staff an instruction. Don't give more than 10% discount. That's a policy. So that's a policy, my business policy. It's a general term. It primarily allows, what is the objective of business policy? It gives clarity to lower management to deal with problems and issues without consulting top management every time. Suppose a student comes and asking to join. He wanted to join. So like, should my lower management ask every time, sir, can I accept admission? Can I accept admission? No, I can tell them, see, accept admission, give this much discount maximum. That's it, close the issue. If I give them an instruction, it will easily, make the lower management decision, lower management efforts and all will be reduced. And business policy is nothing but what everybody has to follow in this organization. So these are guidelines developed by an organization to govern the actions. Now you see, and policy also refers to purchase of missions, purchase of material, payments, everything. Now you see, how will I summarize this question? So what I understood, business policies are functional responsibilities. It defines the scope within which the activity has to be conducted. So it especially helps lower management to take decisions without consulting every time top management. And these are nothing but guidelines developed. It will be generally in a hard copy or soft copy. So it also can deal with the acquisition of resources. like whatever material they want, whatever machine they want, they can easily purchase if I give guidelines. So what summarize it? It's a rules and regulations. It deals with the scope of the organization, rights and duties of every person. It primarily helps lower management in order to solve the problems, day-to-day problems, without consulting every time top management. So these are nothing but guidelines developed to govern the actions of every person in the organization. It may also, business policy also deals with what, who has to purchase, when they have to purchase, how they have to purchase, everything, rules and regulations will be set out. Over. If you summarize like this, now you see, you would have understood about these points now. I don't know how better you understood after I explain this. If you do the same process of explaining yourself, I'm telling you, you will remember for a longer period. Here, I didn't try to remember. I tried to understand. I tried here to understand it better. Suppose what is a strategic management? Strategic management deals mainly with competition. It is a process which creates competitive advantage for the organization. Like in strategic management, I think about what are all my strengths and what are all my weaknesses. Understand, you are already following strategic management every day in your routine life. Strategic management is not something new for you. It is not something new. You are already following in everyday life, day-to-day life. You are always thinking, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are my talents? What I cannot do, what I can do. So if you know this, if you get a clarity on this, you can take advantage of it. That's called competitive advantage. If you understand like this and read, I'm telling you, you will remember a subject for a longer period. You're not trying to remember. In fact, remember, I am not asking you to remember. Analyze it better. You will remember. Remembrance is a byproduct. You give me any topic, I will try to analyze it better. And resultantly, I'll remember better. Same thing you should also follow. It won't take much time. I just proved right now within 5 minutes, 2 questions I cracked. It won't take much time. Only thing you should have, what you should think, no, what should be the thought process? What should be the thought process? You should believe that this is something which is big. No, not that. It is something which is which every one of us do in day-to-day life. If you read that with that objective, you will understand easily. Hope everybody got this point. So this is how you have to prepare theory, subject or practical, whatever it is, whether it's theory or practice, you have to explain it to yourself. Then Gautam is asking, sir, I'm studying CIPCC. Which materials I prepare for November 2020 exams? See, the only Gautam, what I can do is you study old study materials only, and you have to see the latest article. That's the only option. Sir, is ICA books mandatory to read for scoring MCQs in theory subject? Yes, very good point, Vamshi. Yes, because see, actually, for auditing and all, I am giving ICI based MCQ book. I prepare MCQs based on ICI. Getting good. But if you read ICI material each and every line thoroughly and understand it properly, MCQs you can easily score. Easily score. You practice 1000 MCQs book of a subject, which is prepared something on their own, not based on ICI sentences. There is no use. Okay. Is it must practicing while writing only? See, I'll tell you, Vidya is asking another doubt. Mathematics and all, from the childhood you would have understood one time writing is equal to 10 times reading. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Why we ask you to write, to understand how and why you are doing it. See, what happens is, see, when writing will be advantageous. Suppose now I understood, now I write a business policy, right? I will start writing on my own without looking at it. Business, whatever I understood in my own terminology. If at all same question is asked me in examination, how I'm going to answer, I will write once. That will help you. Just chumma looking at the material and then copying doesn't give you anything. Business policy is a guidelines framed by the organization so that everybody follow the same guidelines. Business policy makes lower level management to take decisions without consulting every time top level management. Business policy deals with acquisition of resources, selling of resources without every time involving top management. Business policy is nothing but set of rules and regulations which everybody in the management has to follow. See, without looking at the answer, I'm telling entire point. Just one time I read now. Just one time I read. You ask me any question in this, suppose any question, or you bring IT subject, whatever it is. I'll just analyze the facts, try to understand within 5 to 10 minutes and then reproduce it. The only reason why I'm able to do it, not only me, everybody can do it. Only reason, I am not reading them with an objective of remembering. I'm reading them with an objective of analyzing and re-explaining to you. I want, my objective of reading is not to buttify, not to remember. My objective of reading is to understand. To understand. So that if somebody comes and asks me how beautifully I should explain this, with that objective I read whenever I read. If you read with that mindset, if you read like as if you are bigger than the book, you definitely remember easily. You will definitely understand easily. So writing is not that compulsory. But problematic papers, no, problematic papers you have to solve. You took partnership problem. Don't look at the solution. First read the question. Always, no, practical questions, how you have to do is first to read the theory concepts completely. Partnership, okay, this is our partnership, this is our sharing of profit and loss ratio, these are the methods of calculating goodwill. First understand the concepts. Now take question number 1, read the problem, start doing it. When you start doing it, you will understand what should be the first step, what should be the next step. Your thinking process will develop. If you just look at the question and solution side by side, you will understand what is happening. You will not understand how it is happening. You will not understand why it is happening. Thinking will not develop. Question answer, if you compare, you will understand the problem. You will not understand the problem. If you want to understand the concept behind it, you have to do it. If you do on your own and compare where you did wrong, your conceptual skills, thinking skills, analytical skills develop. Otherwise, it won't. And another person, Shankar is asking important chapters in every subject. See, today, every chapter you are getting question. Show me one chapter which you are not getting question. Getting it? Anyhow, I will try my best to give you. Why? Because nowadays it is difficult for us to select important, not important chapters. That's why I always, what principle I always believe is 30% of the syllabus you keep it aside. Keep it aside. Don't tell me. Keep it aside. First study remaining 70% perfect. Sir, which 30% I have to eliminate? See, I will tell you to eliminate amalgamation because I feel amalgamation is time taking, unnecessary. But for you, you feel amalgamation is very easy for you. So don't ask, depend on me. Don't depend on me. Think from your point of view, which chapters you are good at, which chapters you are not good at generally. Identify the chapters. Suppose people in group 2, they think liquidation is very tough. If I ask you to study liquidation, don't study, but because for you it is tough, keep it aside. Remaining chapters become perfect. Then if you still have time, come and read this. But don't read every chapter with half clarity. If you read a particular chapter, you must be the best. You must be able to explain. You must be able to take a seminar immediately. In such a way you have to read. What is the next question? Next question. I hope until now I have clarified. Even if at all you want to talk and explain, you just let me know. You just text me in the chat box, sir, I want to talk. I'll unmute you. You can just speak about whatever the doubt you have. Vamsi is asking, sir, in law exam only practical questions are given. Vamsi, we are already practicing at the end of every chapter certain practical questions, how they will be asked. What is practical question? Should I tell you, in our exams there won't be practical questions at all. Practical question means Reliance is going for some other issue. I'll bring and give it to you. You have to solve it. That's a practical question actually. But here we are not getting practical questions. We are being asked analytical questions. See, a company cannot issue deposits for more than 36 months. That is the condition. Now I will frame a question. So and so company want to issue deposits for 48 months validity. Comment. First you should write provision. As per provisions of company law, section 73, a company cannot accept a deposit for more than 36 months. In the given case, the company wanted to issue deposits for more than 36 months, which is invalid. This is how. So will you call this question, this kind of testing as practical question? Actually, it is not practical. We are calling it as practical. We are calling it as practical. So understand that. So that's why how to present in auditing and law, wherever we are doing that practical questions, whatever we call them. I'm explaining you how to write relevant provision, how to underline key point in the provision which is tested in exams, and analysis and conclusion key point which is tested in exam. We have to underline. Navya Krishna is asking, can you suggest what chapters we want to prepare in accounts and costing? What chapters we have to prepare, I won't tell you. What chapters you can leave, I will try to tell you. What chapters you can leave, I will try to tell you. Simply select those chapters. See, there is a, I will right now show you. I will right now show you. Am I visible by the way to everyone? I'll right now show you. I'll open ICA website. Okay. I'll open ICA website. Okay, let us see what is there in the ICA website. So students, knowledge portal. Okay, here section wise weightage for subjects, there is a this one. So I open it. May 2020 you take. It will be same for every exam. They're not changing much. Okay, it's mostly copy paste only. Don't worry. Sir, November 2020 not released. No, don't worry. Section wise weightage for subjects under revised scheme of training. Suppose you take accounts, meaning and scope of accounting. Sorry, this is CPT. I'll go for CA Inter. Just go for CA Inter. Yes, this is CA Inter. You see here, accounting standards weightage is 25%. All of you, accounting standards weightage is 25%. Means within 120 marks, maximum marks that you will get for accounting standard is maximum 25%. 25% means 30, maximum 30. Worst scenario, 35 marks. Next, accounting for special transaction like investment accounts, insurance claims, hire purchase. This is also 25%. 30 marks is the weightage. Now you can do one thing. Investment accounts, insurance claims, hire purchase. If you feel this is difficult segment for you, you can keep this segment aside. This segment you can keep it aside. Remaining segments you become perfect. Departmental accountings, branch accounts, incomplete records become perfect. Suppose if you feel this fifth segment is tough for you, keep this aside. Remaining sections you become perfect. Same way with respect to law. You take preliminary, incorporation, prospectus, share capital. These are all mostly procedural, not much difficult. So you can study. Acceptance of deposits, registration of charges, and management and administration. Maximum weightage is 35, and these all three chapters are lengthy chapters. Especially management and administration is very lengthy chapter. Declaration and payment of dividend, audit and auditors, all that. Generally, audit and auditors chapter, generally these questions will not be asked in law. So you can eliminate 10th chapter. Accounts of companies also generally will be tested, but not much. So you can eliminate this one also. Or else do one thing. These three chapters are small only. You can study this. Suppose you feel share capital and debentures is very lengthy chapter. That chapter alone you can ignore. Or company law, you felt it is very simple, 60 marks. You can score it. And prepare only NA Act and Contract Act. Ignore these two, general clauses, interpretation of statute. If at all you feel difficult, whatever you feel difficult, that segment you keep it aside. Remaining first you study. If you have time, you can study that other segment. But select 30% syllabus, which occupies 30%. The size should be big, marks should be low. In such a way you select. Next one. Cost and management accounting. Introduction to cost and management accounting, elements of cost and cost sheet. See, this is actually a lengthy chapter, cost sheet, all that, entire theory. But the weightage is maximum 15%. You can ignore this initially. I'm not asking you to eliminate. You can ignore this initially. Material cost, employee cost. These are actually very easy chapter. ABC costing, record of accounting records, like cost records, accounting records, integral accounts. This occupies almost 40%. 45 to 50 marks. If you are perfect in these four chapters, you can easily qualify costing. Become perfect in these chapters. Again, cost control and analysis. This chapter you become perfect. Standard costing. Suppose I'll tell you cost control and analysis. How many we have? 3 parts we have. 3 parts we have. If you feel these 3 parts actually takes time, rather than these methods of costing takes lesser time for you. Cost control analysis takes more time for you. Then you keep cost control analysis aside, read methods of costing. Are you getting? Yeah, 120 में calculate challenge. 120 में. See, I'm telling you, you people are thinking too much about exams rather than focusing on preparation. That's the problem, biggest problem. You know, when I'm preparing for CA final, I'm having 2.5 months time. My only objective is how to clear exam. Not which chapter I should read, which chapter I should read, which one I should calculate. No, nothing. This and all, nothing we have. We don't even have coaching. I didn't take coaching. Only thing I did, first let me complete 50-60% syllabus in each subject. That's my target. First I completed each and every subject 50-60%. By the time I complete 60-65% of syllabus, almost exams right. Went, wrote, qualified and came. And that was one of the toughest attempt in CA history. What is the pass percentage? 6%. May 2014. Before that, 3% is the pass percentage. Later on, every attempt you take minimum 12-15%. So I'm telling you, if at all you're having positive attitude, then first to finish 2/3 syllabus. Every subject you take, finish some 2/3, some part of 2/3, whatever you're good at. Finish that 2/3. You see, here weightage is there from every chapter, no? Weightage is there for every chapter. Any chapter, generally speaking, you can't ignore. Logically speaking, sir, which chapter is not important? There is no such chapter. Every chapter is important. But you need to select that chapter which is lengthy, less marks, and for you also it is difficult to solve it. Keep that aside. Remaining, at least you study the best. But our problem is we don't study. We always think on which chapter I should do, which chapter I should study. That only we discuss for 1 month. That's the biggest problem. First start studying. Finish half syllabus. Then think about in the remaining of which one to study, which one not to study. That will give you real result. That will first of all make you qualify. First of all, it will give you minimum guarantee. Same way with respect to tax. Same methodology you follow. See, maybe November 20, this schedule may not be exactly. Just 5-10% only it will vary. It won't vary much. Don't worry. It will not vary too much. They will test from every segment. Next. Others, what else? Other doubts, sir? I think already I've clarified mostly. Yeah. If at all they're asking examples, you write your own examples, Chaitanya. You can write your own examples. Make sure the examples which you write are suitable there. That is enough. If you write an awkward and unsuitable example, the problem comes. Otherwise, it won't be a problem. Almost everything I've clarified. Almost every question came. Regarding weightage we discussed, regarding important chapters, so what is important, what is not important we discussed, regarding presentation also. Presentation I've already told. Practical questions, how to approach, theory, how to approach, everything I spoke about. Still any other doubt? Please let me know. Fine. Since no one is asking, I'm concluding the session. Just let me know. Yeah, Rupesh. Yeah, it's okay, Rupesh. Thank you. Only thing you have to do is start studying without worrying. Stop worrying. Start studying. That's the only thing you have to follow. Which chapter to study, when to study, when not to study, all that, nothing. So Akhil is asking, do we provide scanners? Why scanners, Akhil? Scanners are not required. Scanners are not required. If you study the material and study material, that's more than enough for getting a rank itself, not even to qualify, getting a rank itself. Supriya is asking, sir, consolidation is a bit tough. Should we prepare it? If you want to eliminate it. But remaining chapters, you should not have that confusion. You should be crystal clear in every other chapter. From consolidation, what would be the maximum weightage? 16 marks. Okay, leave it. Out of 120, take off 16. You have 100 marks in hand, no? Even within that 120 marks, you leave it. 80 marks, you can write perfectly, you get 70. You may ask, sir, how can we get 70 out of 80? When a All India first ranker is getting 95 out of 100, can't you get 50 out of 80? Obviously, believe in perfect answers. Why we can't write perfect answers is because we don't prepare perfectly. That's the main problem. Next question. Next question, please. Fine, I think almost everyone got clarified. Okay, I'll share this video. So if at all you want to watch it once again, any between segments you can watch. Okay, if at all you're having any other doubts, you just ping me. We will have one more session at the end of our syllabus completion, just another 15-20 minute session. So that time we will, once again, I will give you once overall idea what you have to do in October. I will always be there to give you this support until your exams are completed. We are there, remember. Even after you complete exams, we are there, okay? But I am assuring you, we will support you until your exams are completed, morally, whatever. Your doubts, everything, we will assist you. So fine. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.